What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Bucos Locker. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, share all the videos. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon to notify you all new videos that's posted on this channel. Wednesday, Wild Out Wednesday. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, what the? Lord, don't hit me and everything. You know what I'm talking about? Don't care about none of that. Care about none of that. So, I'm on my way to go work out. How's everybody doing? We are live in effect. Little Wednesday talk. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with the Bucs? You know what I'm saying? Everything pretty quiet right now. Ain't nothing really popping off. Antonie Winfield Jr. won Defensive MVP at the Pro Bowl game. Whatever you want to give that, you want to give that any energy. You know what I'm talking about? You want to give that any energy, by all means, feel free. My focus is on this damn draft. What we gonna do? Wild Out Wednesday. Everybody got your everybody doing your mock drafts? Anybody started their mock drafts already? I'm gonna start mine. I'm gonna just start rolling through them, you know, to my final mock draft. I just want to see, you know, I'm gonna do a manual mock draft. I'm gonna do my own thing, you know, because I'm gonna run a couple automatic scenarios. Then also I want to run my own little mock draft too. So what we got? Bucket right here. Buck you. Man. So what we got? What's up? Night Dreams, Al, what's up, man? Daniel Barrett, what's up? What we got here? I think I'm gonna turn on the membership button on the Bucos Locker channel. Thinking about doing that too. For my loyal followers, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, turn on the membership. You gonna see about that. But this is the hard part about the off season. Ain't really nothing going on but outside of the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if I turn on memberships gonna get the exclusive content. You know what I'm saying? The long videos. And all the public people, all the non-subscribers or the non-members, they're gonna get the short videos, the 10, 15-minute videos. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna switch to that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna switch over to the memberships. They get the long videos. The non-subscriber, non-members get the short videos. Yep. So, yeah. But we'll get to that at some point. But what's going on in the Bucs world? Not too much. Coaching hires. We already know about Zach Robinson. Oh, but he's bringing on. Remember I told y'all about Zach Robinson and accepting Kevin Cranberry and Skip Pete and all that. And I said the Bucs need to do something about bringing on his guys, the guys that he can trust, guys that he can work with. Well, he brought somebody he used to work with back in the day as the assistant offensive line coach. Not surprised. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then they brought another guy on, I think the quarterback coach. Like, you gotta let this man get his staff together, man. I don't even know why the Bucs didn't just let this man put the entire offensive staff together. For this offense to be successful, Zach Robinson needed his guys. No disrespect to Skip Pete and Kevin Cranberry, but you got to let Zach Robinson get his guys. You can't pigeonhole him to say you got to take these two. That ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that's cool. I don't think that's fair to Zach Robinson to say this man got to take on two guys that he don't have no relationship with, he hasn't worked with at all. They say that he worked with Kevin Cranberry, he has a relationship with him, but nah, I don't buy that. I don't buy that relationship crap. Zach Robinson hasn't, if he's been around Kevin Cranberry, he hasn't been around him in years. If he's been around him and what is it, the Rams? But I still don't buy into that. So I'm kind of glad that they're allowing Zach Robinson to bring his guys in. It just makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to root for my team, but I want my team to have the best chance to win. All this mix and matching and running it back and reload crap, that's over with. And that's the one thing I don't like about the Bucs. The Bucs, they hold on to people too long. You know what I'm saying? They hold on to people a little bit too long, and I don't like that. Whether it's coaching or players, in this particular case, coaching, you got to give this team the best chance to win, and the best chance to win is to make sure Zach Robinson has his guys that can teach the Bucs offensive players the wide zone pistol scheme. It's a college scheme, or it's a college-based scheme. You know, we're not running inside zone. We're not running power gap. You know what I'm saying? We're not running none of that. You know what I'm saying? I hope this will help. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I don't believe in the, like, look, if you have a working relationship with somebody, that's great. But it's different when you are working with this person every day and you know what they're thinking and you're trying to implement a philosophy, a system. Everybody got to be on the same page. You can't have an offensive line coach teaching inside gap power scheme and we teaching wide zone. That's not how it works. So I'm happy for Zach Robinson. I'm gonna root for my team. I'm gonna root for the team to be successful. But I'm glad that he's able to get his guys in there, some of his guys in there that can teach the philosophy. I don't know what they're going to do with Kevin Cranberry. The Bucs holding on to him for some strange reason. He's a good O-line coach, but that's not the point. We're going to a different scheme. It's not a oh, well, we're going to keep him because he can teach that scheme. No, it don't work like that. So I will say this, and I'm going to say this very early. I think the Bucs going to struggle a little bit with that offensive scheme. They're going to struggle a little bit. People might think that's going to be like a plug and play off and running, but I just think right now, I think the Bucs going to struggle offensively until they get their act together, as usual. But this is not the year to be struggling. That's the downside of that too. You know what I'm saying? But that's one thing about the Bucs that's hurt them. You know, they keep trying to run it back, and you're not getting the result that you want. You got to switch it up. And they did. Got a new OC, but you still got some of the old staff remnants on that coaching staff. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see how that turn out. But also, along with the offensive scheme they running, they got to upgrade the talent. The Bucs don't have no elite guys outside of Tristian Wrifs, and they don't have any guys up the pipeline about to be elite. Nobody outside of Tristian Wrifs is elite. Period. That's a fact. You can fact check me on that. But if you can name me anybody elite outside of Tristian Wrifs, please do. Please let me know who do the Bucs have elite outside of Tristian Wrifs for this scheme. Evans on the downside of his career. Godwin, downside of his career. You know, Bucky Irvin, you know, he's a really good back, but he ain't elite. You know, center not elite. Right tackle not elite. Guards not elite. Tight end not elite. Emeka Egbuka, development. Still under development. He's a good player. Under development still. J-Mac, still trying to get it together. Well, you know what I'm saying? So all these factors that you got to look at when it comes to the Bucs. We ain't got no elite defensive players either. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get it together as a fan base and understand the reality of the situation when it comes to the Bucs. And not make it seem like we're more than what it is. With Zach Robinson, we're going to see some changes. We're going to see some improvement in certain areas, but I'm not banking on the Bucs all of a sudden becoming a juggernaut. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how it's gonna happen. Maybe the Bucs upgrade some pieces and everything, but you know, we got to get some talent on that team to get with this scheme. In particular, the O-line. I don't think the O-line is equipped for that. Outside of Tristian Wrifs. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a fun. It's gonna be this season gonna be very interesting and very dynamic because we don't know what's gonna happen. But this scheme, for me, anybody outside of Tristian Wrifs, Emeka Egbuka, Bucky Irvin, Luke Gedeke, those 4 guys right there, anybody outside of that, if this doesn't work, you gotta wipe it clean. You know what I'm saying? You gotta wipe it clean because if it don't work, now what? You gonna run it back again for 2027? That's over with. In my Mopar Buck books, you can't keep running it back. So this is a very important year for the offensive staff, but in particular Zach Robinson, because this might be a one and done for him. If Todd Bowles don't get his act together, that's it. A one and done for Zach Robinson. He'll probably go back to being a quarterback coach, and it's a wrap for him for a while. So, which kind of explains why he took the job, because wasn't nobody really trying to hire him, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody was trying to hire Zach Robinson. Come on now. Let's be real. Like, Frank Wright got hired by the New York Jets. Nobody was trying to hire him. You know what I'm saying? Zach Robinson, if he wouldn't have got hired, he would have had to go back to the Rams. And, you know, he would have went back to the Rams. But the Bucs got a lot of work to do, man. You know, upgrading this roster, you know, getting the coach staff finalized, you know what I'm saying, and fulfilled all the way. Getting the right teachers on the coaching staff and getting the right players with a little bit of dog in them, a little bit of swagger, a little bit of moxie. Get some of that Baker moxie on the defense. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what the Bucs need. They need some Baker Mayfield moxie on that defense. A little swag on the defense. You know what I'm saying? All that roll your boat stuff is irrelevant now. You know what I'm saying? Upgrades. This is the thing about the offseason for the Bucs. Did they upgrade OC? Did they upgrade the quarterback coach? Did they upgrade the O-line coach? Did they upgrade the wide receiver coach? Did they upgrade the secondary coach? You know, safeties and cornerback coach. You know, did they upgrade that? Did they upgrade offensive assistants? All these things play a factor. Because we know about the DC and the head coach of DC. We know who that is. That's Todd Bowles. We know who the outside linebacker coach is. And we know who the inside linebacker coach is. We know who the assistant O-line coach, and we know who the running back coach is. You know, so this is it. Michael Jackson, this is it. Just put up or shut up. You know, and we know who Jason Light is. He's a GM. You know, when we talked about that, and we're gonna continue to talk about that. The lack of talent he's drafted in the last 5 years, outside of Tristian Wrifs and Winfield Jr., we don't have any like elite guys. And Winfield Jr. is no longer elite right now. The only elite guy that he's drafted since 2020 is Tristian Wrifs. Go look at the draft picks. There's a bunch of Jags, bunch of good guys, but nobody game changing, nobody elite, and nobody said anything about it. But we're here now. We are here now. You know what I'm saying? Make me a believer that this team can be better than 8, 9, 9, and 8. Because right now, that's where we at. And we'll be lucky to get there. You know? So, we're going to see, man. It's going to be a very interesting offseason for the Bucs. A very important one. This is the last draft class. This is the last draft class for me for this coaching staff. If they don't hit on this draft class, you got to wipe it clean. You got to move on. Get a rookie quarterback, you know what I'm saying? Start over. You know what I'm saying? Because can't keep going 8, 9, 9, and 8, man. That ain't it. We got to get over that hump. We seen better coaches, you know, get fired for this, doing for a lot more. That's done a lot more than Todd Bowles. So, you know, we're gonna see. You know, hopefully everybody, you know, locked in. Support the team. I know it's frustrating. I'm going to keep supporting the team. I'm going to keep putting out content in the off season. You know what I'm saying? We're going to make it do what it do. You know, I mean, can't complain forever, right? You know, so with that being said, I pulled up to my destination here. I want y'all to fire those cannons. I want y'all to seize the day. You know, raise the flag. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag upgrades. Change is coming. Bucos Locker signing out. I'm out.